Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hey guys, yep. I hope you can hear me. So if you can hear me, let me know. Okay, so it seems like almost everybody can hear me, right? So if you can't hear me yet, just like the rest of the other people who can hear me, so make sure that your audio is well connected because we'll be hearing a lot of the university's presentation today. And so we'll be hearing a lot of universities presentation today. And then make sure that you prepare some notes in case you would want to write down some important information from the university as well. And again, thank you guys for joining the online open day as arranged by China Admissions today. And we hope that this information that we are sharing today will be useful for you and also for your applications to Chinese universities. And yes, again, I would like to welcome you guys to the China University's Online Open Day as presented by China Admissions. And today is June 22nd. Yeah, June 22nd. And then this event is start now at 4 p.m. Beijing time. So before going any further, this is basically the agendas for today's presentation. We invited 6 universities today to present about their programs, their admissions information, and also their scholarships information, and everything you need to know to apply to these universities for either 2021 intake or maybe for those of you who plans to apply for like the later year. So there's gonna be 6 universities joining us today on the Chinese University's Online Open Day, which is for the September 2021 intake. And then I will also introduce the 6 universities later. But before that, I would like to introduce you more, especially about China Admissions, which is the organizer of this particular event. So China Admissions is the award-winning platform for international students to apply to Chinese universities. And we partner with over 200 of top Chinese universities, and we have more than 150,000 registered students on our platform. And international students, they can apply to any Chinese universities in China on our platform. And a little bit about us as well. So in the recent years, our team has won several awards. For example, the 2019 Foreign Entrepreneur 30 in China by World Innovators Meet. And also our company, China Admissions, is nominated in Holland IQ China EdTech 100 in China in 2020. And also we got the Chaoyang Phoenix Grant, which is from the Chaoyang government here in Beijing, both in 2019 and also in 2020. And then yeah, and then a little bit as well about our team. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Nadia from China Admissions, and I came from Indonesia. And the rest of the team members on China Admissions, we are quite a multicultural team because we came from various backgrounds and countries. I got colleagues who are from UK. Our founder is from UK, and then from China, from Rwanda, from Mongolia, from Philippines, and other countries as well. So our team members mostly were also former students at Chinese universities, so we know how is it like, like going through all the struggles to like choosing the programs and also applying to the Chinese universities and also experiencing how is it like studying in China as an international student. So yeah, and we would like to share this experience with you as well. And here is a little bit about our platform, China Admissions, which you can use to apply to any Chinese universities in China. And also these are some of our partner universities. And then for the event format itself, for today's online open day, each university will have more or less 15 minutes presentation. And then after that, there will be 5 minutes time for the live Q&A, and the university should be able to cover some questions. So if you have any questions, please then write it on the Q&A bar, not on the chat. So please just write everything on Q&A bar, and then both the China Admissions team and also the university will try our best to then answer your questions during the live Q&A or also on the Q&A chat bar. And then the universities will basically introduce their programs, and then they will introduce the facilities on the campus, their admissions process, updates, and scholarships information. And last but not least, our team at China Admissions will introduce you on how you can apply to Chinese universities. And so we have 6 universities today, and this is to make it easier for you because we have 2 universities which are focusing on business programs, and then there are the comprehensive universities. They have various majors like engineering, science, business, medical, and other programs as well. And then we have Xi'an Jiaotong University, which offer MBBS program, and also for Chinese language program, there is BLCU joining as well. So again, this is the agendas for today's online open day, and then there will be six universities joining for today's online open day, starting with Zhejiang University of Science and Technology, and then Wuhan University of Technology, and then Central University of Finance and Economics, and then Xi'an Jiaotong University, and then the fifth one is Beijing Language and Culture University Online Education College, and the last one would be University of International Business and Economics Qingdao campus, and then it will be closed by China admissions to share with you on how you can apply to these amazing universities. And so we can give the time and floor to Zhejiang University of Science and Technology to start their presentation.
Okay, good afternoon. This is Silence from Admission Office of Zhejiang University of Science and Technology.
Lao Shu, we're not able to hear you yet, I think.
Sorry, I'll try again. Can you hear? You cannot hear? Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, everything should be okay.
So
yeah.
can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Already? Okay, so okay, welcome to this university named Zhejiang University of Science and Technology. It is located in Hangzhou, China. The location Hangzhou is the capital city of Zhejiang province, and it is very near from Shanghai, about 40 minutes by high-speed train. And we have Shaoshan International Airport, so very convenient transportation. And Hangzhou is a very beautiful city, the best tourism city in China, a city of tea and silk, and have a long history and a rich culture. Here are several pictures of Hangzhou. And we have dynamic and vigorous economy, especially in e-commerce. I think most of you have heard Alibaba Group. And Hangzhou is an international city. Next year, we will hold Asian Olympic Games. So let's move to the overview of ZUST. Our school have 40 years history since 1980 to this year. And we have two campuses, one's Shaoheshan campus and one's Anji campus. Both campuses are surrounded by mountains and very beautiful here. And here are the picture of two campuses. And these are the beautiful pictures of school. And up to now, there are more than 2,000 international students in school. And we have 56 undergraduate majors, and 30 of them are concerned about engineering. We can see from this picture, most of majors concerned about engineering and arts, management, science, economics, and others. We have 14 schools. You can have a look. And let's pay attention to this. Our school is the first batch university of quality accreditation on international students' education. Only 27 universities are the first batch, and we are one of them. And also, we are top 50 university with best graduate employment rate. First batch university of quality accreditation on international students' education. And up to now, we have 133 international partner institutions and 168 cooperation programs. We have a long history in cooperation with Germany. And our school is the top 2 in China in terms of the number of cooperation programs with German partners. And we have Chinese German school. It is 2+3 program. 2 years study the ZUST and 3 years study German partner institutions. And here are our partner institutions of Germany. This shows the history of Sino-Germany cooperation, and German leaders have visited our school. Okay, let's pay attention, move to this internalization rankings in Zhejiang. We are top 5 internalization level, ranked 5th in Zhejiang. Zhejiang University, Zhejiang Normal University, Ningbo University, Zhejiang University of Technology, and our school. And we became a member of Zhejiang Higher Education Institutions featuring internalization in 2016. Here are the members, and we are one of them. Internalization rankings in China, we can see we're ranking number 96 in the 2007 Chinese University Internalization Competitiveness Top 500, and ranking number 24 in China in terms of the international student rate. The international student numbers are increasing year by year. More than 2,000 students studying in ZUST, and among them, more than 1,400 are degree students. And our students are from more than 100 countries, from Asia, African, European, American countries. You can see this picture. We have students from all over the world. Okay, so this year we offer English taught programs, 11 bachelor degree programs. We can see international economics, trade, civil engineering, international business, computer science and technology, information and computational science, food science and engineering, communication engineering, digital media technology, robotics engineering, vehicle engineering, data science and big data technology. This is 11 bachelor degree programs in English taught. And this year we offer 3 master degree programs. They are chemical engineering and technique, intelligent manufacturing and control engineering, and applied statistics. So if you want to apply for master degree, please pay attention on this. Chemical engineering technique, intelligent manufacturing control engineering, and applied statistics. And here are the distinctive programs. For example, fashion performance image design. It is in Chinese taught bachelor. And then we offer Chinese language program, both long-term and short-term. And Chinese language literature, business Chinese with bachelor degree taught in Chinese. And master of teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. And here are the tuition fee of different majors. You can have a look. For English taught programs, bachelor level, it's always take about 18,000 RMB for one academic year. And if you apply for economics majors, the tuition fee is 16,000 RMB for one academic year. If you applied for Chinese taught bachelor degree program, so the fees will be 15,000 RMB for one academic year. Okay, let's turn to the scholarship part. Besides the Chinese government scholarship and Confucius Institute scholarship, our school offered 3 kinds of scholarships. One is the Zhejiang Provincial Government Scholarship, ZUST scholarships for outstanding new students, and ZUST scholarships for outstanding undergraduates, postgraduates. Now we still have seats for these scholarships. So if you are interested in our school, you can apply earlier because the seats are always limited. And the Zhejiang Provincial Government Scholarship for international students, master degree level is RMB 30,000 and the bachelor degree level is RMB 20,000. We will give you at once. And that means you needn't to pay first year tuition fee and the rest will turn to your second year tuition fee. And also we have scholarships for outstanding new students of ZUST. If you get first prize, it covers 100% of the first year tuition fee. Second prize covers 70%. Third prize covers 50%, and the fourth prize covers 30%. So maybe some new students want to ask, how about you only give me first year, how about my second year, third year, and fourth year? So don't worry, because second year, third year, and fourth year, you can apply for school scholarship. If you are excellent enough, during your study at ZUST, you needn't to pay anything for tuition fee. So the second year, third year, and the fourth year scholarship is the same with this kind, ZUST scholarship, outstanding new students. It is the same. Here are the pictures of dormitory and canteen. We have public kitchen, and here are the cozy dormitory pictures. And here are the fees, accommodation fees. Roughly, it takes around 5,000 RMB for 1 year. It is cheaper. It is very cheap. And next are the activities held by ZUST. We have many excellent, very excellent overseas students. We organize many activities, different kinds of activities to let you feel that your life will be very colorful here. For example, 1+1 language partner plan, association plan, experience plan, study plan, and then we have Lei Fenglian volunteers team. Visit the kindergarten, to visit the elders, and to join English corner. Many activities around in Hangzhou. Then we hold ZUST International Cultural Exhibition every year. And ZUST international students took part in some other activities organized by companies, government. And after you graduate from ZUST, we will help you find good jobs. So because of the limited time, so I don't have too much time to introduce our school. So now, if you have any question, you can contact us. This is my email address, international office at one. You can write email to international office at 126.com. And this is our website, and this is our online applications. Okay, thank you. So if you have any question, you can ask me.
Thank you, Lao Shi, for sharing the information about ZUST and also about the programs at ZUST. And yes, students have some questions here. The first one is about the German taught bachelor's program. So the question is whether the degree will be recognized internationally or is it just recognized in China and Germany?
It is recognized by the whole international.
Great. So other questions is about the English certificate requirement. So the student is from Ethiopia and he learned basically all the subjects in English throughout his high school. So is it still important to take TOEFL or other English tests to apply?
Oh, we don't have this kind of requirements. You can just provide that you have learned English or your English level. Just provide some certificate, but no other requirements. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I think another question is for students who wants to apply for 2022 intake, because some of these students who are joining today, they are preparing for next year's application. So when is the best time for them to apply if they want to apply for 2022 intake? So will there be like March 2022 intake or is it only going to be in September? And like when's the best time for them to start preparing for their application?
If they want to apply for a degree program, then we don't have March degree program. And if they want to apply for September, actually, maybe November, December, they can submit their materials because if they apply earlier, they have more possibilities to get a scholarship.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, guys, please remember that if you apply earlier, then you have a higher chance to secure the scholarships because it is definitely very, very competitive for the scholarships. And then several more questions. And this is related to the teaching method. So some students are wondering, will the first semester or the first year is going to be online because of the pandemic?
Yes, we offer online courses. Let's look forward next year. Maybe the border is open, and before the border is open, you can take online courses. Then it won't waste your time. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think this is probably one last question. So it's regarding like which program that is offered by ZUST. So if you could go back to the slides where you show all the programs, I think that's
all the programs,
easier.
Okay.
Yeah. Because some students might have joined a bit later, so they might miss the program list.
This one, bachelor program?
Yeah, bachelor and master's. Yeah, so guys, these are the 11 bachelor's degree program offered by ZUST in English. So you could apply to any of these. And then when's the application deadline, Laochen?
During the whole summer vacation, we accept students. So don't worry about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so application is still open. Yeah, so application is basically still open. And yeah, if you haven't applied, then please seize the time to, start your application as soon as possible then. And that's,
Master, but for master this year, we only open chemical engineering technique, intelligent manufacturing control engineering, and applied statistics. 3 majors.
Right. All right, one final question. I think students are very excited with ZUST. Yeah, we keep getting a lot of questions for ZUST. So the final question is, can we use predicted grades for applying to ZUST? I think this is one of the situation where, their final result is not out yet. Maybe it's going to be out in August or like July. So can they use like their predicted grades to apply?
Yes, they can use their previous transcript first. They can upload their previous transcript first. It won't influence. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think those are all the questions students have for ZUST. And again, thank you, Laosha, for sharing all this information about ZUST. And remember, guys, the application period is still open. So if you haven't applied, just use the time right now to start your application and finish it as soon as possible.
Okay, if you have any question, and my email, we have another email. It's internationalstudy@163.com. Welcome to write email to us anytime. We will reply as soon as possible. Internationalstudy@163.com.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So the next university we are having Wuhan University of Technology.
I am here.
Yeah, hi, Lin Laosha.
So I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is from Wuhan University of Technology, and today I'm going to talk something about our school that will cover the general profile and the disciplines, as well as our research centers and scientific research strengths, international cooperation and exchange, as well as the English programs for degree programs and scholarships and how to apply. As for the general introduction of Wuhan University, I think Wuhan is very popular, especially after the epidemic. It is in the central China, so I think you all heard of it now. Our school is the state 211 project for Chinese higher education institution, and one of our major material science and engineering also enters the state 895 project. We are both a new university and an old university because we merged from 3 previous universities in the year 1948 and 1946 and 1958. And then the new university was merged in the year 2000. So we are both old and both young. As for the staffs and the students in Wuhan University of Technology, this is a general number. As for the international students, some years we have more than 19,000, and this year the number may be reduced to only half. And for the disciplines on the schools, we almost cover everything you want to learn here in China, from engineering to natural sciences, to management, to economics, to literature and arts, and law and philosophy and education. There are also 10 state key subjects and 90 specialties for undergraduates, 226 master degree programs, as well as 77 doctoral degree programs for you to choose from. Among all the programs, there are 4 disciplines which are listed in the ESL World Top 1% ranking, and one of the major is listed in the Top 1000 ranking. That is our material science and engineering subject. And then comes to the research and scientific strengths. Actually, there are some state key laboratories and international joint laboratories in our school. So I won't go very details. And then those are the pictures of the state key laboratory of advanced technology for materials. And this is the picture for silicate materials for architectures. So our school has very strong power in the research and the education of transportation, architecture, and transportation. And this is the academician of our school, who is very famous in his research area. It is also the chair professor of our school. This man is also an academician of Chinese Academy of Engineering and also a professor of our school. And then I'm going to talk about the international cooperation and exchange. We have established the cooperation with a lot of famous universities around the world. So we welcome exchange students from our partner universities. And usually we have signed a cooperation agreement with many of the universities in the world. So they can send their students for short-term exchange programs with tuition fee free. Except for the short-term exchange program, we also have some cooperation exchange in the research areas, like the laboratory work and sometimes some other research work, joint research work. And those are the universities, some of the universities that we have established cooperation with in the world. So you may just take a glance of all the list. I won't go on the details of the names of those universities. And then it comes to the short-term exchange programs. We offer different kinds of short-term exchange programs, either from our partner universities as well as from self-sponsored students who are not from our partner universities. And this is a case example of the Chinese language and cultural program, including the city tours. For short-term exchange program, any changes available to this schedule, and the negotiations and the tailored courses are always available. Then we comes to the English told programs. This page shows the English told degree programs in our university. For the master programs, there are 14 English told programs covering applied economics, architecture, business administration, civil engineering, computer science and technology, international law, management science and engineering, materials science and engineering, mechanical engineering, mining engineering, physics, transportation engineering, vehicle engineering, and mathematics. For bachelor programs taught in English, there are business administration, civil engineering, computer science and technology, international economy and trade, industrial engineering, mining engineering, logistic management, mechanical engineering. And all the doctoral programs can be taught in either English or Chinese. And then comes to the scholarship part. For new applicants, we offer Chinese government scholarship. And for academic students, there are bilateral programs or MOFCOM scholarship or Chinese university program. And for short-term exchange students, we have Sino-American cultural exchange, Sino-European cultural exchange. And also there are some specialized program like for EU members, for Pacific Island countries, for Asian member countries, and etc. And for enrolled students, which means if you apply to come here to study as a self-sponsored student, and then you perform greatly and are very outstanding academic achievements here, then you will have the chance to win the scholarship for the second year or the third year or the fourth year, which is also offered by the CRC government, offered by the Chinese government scholarship. And this is the basic requirement for the CRC government applicants: the age and the nationality. Then the scholarship covers monthly allowance as well as free accommodation and tuition. Also, the insurance will be covered. For the documents, those are the general documents that are needed because competition are very fierce in the scholarship application. So you'd better get all the documents to enhance your chance to win the scholarship. And one more thing I want to mention especially is the pre-admission letter. Pre-admission letter, which will help you to win the category A scholarship, that is the embassy scholarship. And then for the bilateral program, also the pre-admission letter will be very useful. And you can get that by writing us emails. I will show the email and in the contact part at the last slide. The email is admission@whut.edu.cn. So if you have more questions or more specific things about the scholarship application, we will instruct you later. And then this is the sample of the pre-admission letter. Then we comes to the Chinese University program. For this part, the agency number of our school is 12497. And hard copies is low-lead. Everything is done through website application. So this is very detailed information. I won't go through it very step by step today. And this is about the MOFCOM scholarship. So you need to apply via the Economic and the Commercial Council's office. And this is also very detailed instruction. I won't go through this today. And this is the part that I've already mentioned previously about the enrolled students at our school. You come here as a self-sponsored student, and then you have great performance academically and on campus. So we will offer you the friendship scholarship. The friendship scholarship will cover maybe 50% of your tuition or 30% of your tuition or 70% of your tuition. And we also have some other awards for outstanding students. Maybe some will not cover your tuition, but it will also offer you some amount of money. And then comes to the self-supported study at our school. Right now, we are still recruiting self-sponsored students. So if you have tried it to apply for the scholarship this year but failed, and you still want to study in China, you still have time to apply for self-sponsored right now for September intake this year. We process all the materials and application via the website. The website is also named admission, and with our school's letter like whut.edu.cn. So I've already showed you the English TOEFL programs, which are very popular among self-sponsored students, especially the bachelor programs, because usually CNC scholarship will be sponsored to students who learn in Chinese. But if you want to learn bachelor program in English, so you have to apply for self-sponsored. And we offer English TOEFL bachelor programs. And this page is the tuition. The general tuition for bachelor for engineering TOEFL in English is 24,001 academic year. And for management, it will be lower. It was 20,001 year. And for art, it was 30,001 year. For master's, it covers 3 years. For bachelor is 4 years. The engineering for English TOEFL master is 30,001 year. And you can have a very detailed look on this page. And one thing I want to mention is the Chinese language. All the Chinese language programs, usually it covers 2 semesters. So the tuition is 17,000 for 1 year and 8,500 for 1 semester. And we have both March intake and September intake for the Chinese language. But for bachelor, master, and the doctoral programs, the degree programs only have September intake. And that's all I want to say today. And this is the contact information of our school. So if you want to apply for degree programs and the Chinese programs, you can still apply right now. You need to submit your materials through this website. And the website, the name is admission.whut.edu.cn. If you have any questions, you can phone us, and you can also write us email. The email is similar with our online application website. And I think that's what I want to say today. And if you have any questions, you can ask me right now.
Hi, Laoshi. Thank you for sharing, Lin Laoshi. Yes, there are a couple of questions from the students who are very excited in
Okay.
hearing the presentation from Wuhan University of Technology. So wait, let me gather the questions. So the first question is it's about the documents required, the
Yeah.
foreigner physical examination form. So
Yeah.
does this need to be submitted during the application period, or is it possible for them to submit it later?
Usually, if you have the physical check, you can submit your physical check, whether it is valid or it has expired.
Mm,
So if you have it, just upload it. And if you do not have it, you may take the physical check when you come here for registration.
mhm. Right. So at the moment, because at the moment in some countries they have, lockdowns and like maybe it takes quite a long
Yeah,
time to
yeah.
get the
So they
physical
will have
examination.
difficulty. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They will have
Yeah.
difficulty in getting
Mm-hmm.
the result.
So
So
that's
both are
okay to
okay.
submit
Both are
it
okay.
later.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So another question is about the language proficiency. So is HSK proficiency mandatory to apply for admissions in English taught program?
If you want to apply for English taught program, then HSK is not a must. And for English language proficiency certificate, anything can work. If you take any English test, you can upload the document of the test. If you do not take any English test, you can upload anything that proves you learn English, or just
Mm-hmm.
something to prove that you have taken English taught courses. Anything can work as the
Mm-hmm.
English proficiency certificate.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, and this is also the same situation, even if they are applying for the Chinese government scholarships, for example.
If they want to win the scholarship, they
Mm,
should better have some language proficiency documents.
okay.
Because if other applicants have and you do not have, then your chances will be lower.
Okay, okay, yeah, because scholarship is definitely much more competitive, right?
Yeah. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
win the scholarship, you'd better upload the valid and official language proficiency certificates.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understood. Right, so move on to the next question. So it's basically similar questions like the previous students asked another university. So will the first year of the bachelor's program or other programs at Wuhan University of Technology will be taught online?
I think probably, because
Mm-hmm.
if there are some students who are not able to come to our school, then all the students will be taught online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah. So probably for this year will be online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's likely that it's going to be online, and also it's because of the pandemic that is still going on pretty much everywhere as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then some students, I think it's probably because they might join the session late. So they are asking if you could go back to the slides where you show the programs for bachelor's and also master's and PhD. So they could
Okay. Well,
recheck it and
glad.
then see if they have the
Yeah,
right
this is
program.
the page. Yeah, this is the page for the English programs, telling bachelor, master, and all the PhD programs can be taught in English.
Mm-hmm.
And they can write us email if they want to get more. We have profiles and leaflets about those.
Right. And when is the application deadline again, Lasha, for
For
application?
self-sponsored, we recommend students to apply before next month. That is
Mm,
June
June 30?
30th of June.
Yeah.
Yeah, June 30. Yeah,
Oh,
because it
that's
takes
only,
time to process the
yeah.
documents.
And that's only like 1 week away, guys. So you only have like 8 days left to finish your application.
Yeah.
So really use the time very well because time is ticking. You only have 8 days to finish all your applications if you want to apply to Wuhan University of Technology. And then I think some students might ask about scholarships application as well. If you could clarify if the scholarship application is still open for this year.
The scholarship selection work of this year, I think, is almost finished because we are
Mm,
selecting the winners and we are already processing their materials. So usually the period for scholarship application is during January to April every year,
okay.
no later than June.
Mm, yeah. So if It means if they have missed this time, then the next period for the scholarship application would be next year in 2022 from January to April.
Yeah. So currently they can only prepare for the scholarship of 2022.
Okay, so I think this is probably one final question. From students from Hong Kong, do I need to provide any IELTS certificate or certificate from the school stating that I have studied everything in English is okay?
Yeah. For some students, if their mother tongue or official language include English, then they do not need to provide any English language proficiency document.
So then they could just ask the school to provide the letter from the school. Will that work?
Yeah. Or just load it for the letter, which is okay.
Okay. Yeah, so those are all the questions for Wuhan University of Technology, I believe. Let me double check again so we don't miss anything. And then, I think another important question here is about age limit. So is there any age limit to apply for scholarships or maybe to apply for bachelor's, master, and PhD programs at Wuhan University of Technology?
If they want to apply for scholarship, there are age limits, like 25 for bachelor, 35 for master, and 45 for doctoral applicants. And for self-sponsored, sometimes there are age limits. It was similar to the scholarship applicants.
Right, so there are still age limit, and especially it's the strict age limit if you're applying for the Chinese government scholarships. But for Chinese government scholarships, you can apply next year in 2022, because right now the application is only open for self-funded application, and it's only 8 days left before they close the application deadline. All right. Okay, I think those are all, Lin Laoshi. Thank you so much for sharing everything that students have to know about Wuhan University of Technology, and so they can prepare their application and finish it as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining.
Hi.
Next up, we have Central University of Finance and Economics, who will share more about their programs, mostly bachelor's, master, PhD programs, and business-related majors.
Thank you. Could you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well?
Yep, can hear you well.
Okay, sure. One moment while I share the slides. Okay, before we start, thank you so much for organizing this event. It's our pleasure to be here. And most importantly, thank you all for joining us. I guess good afternoon for those of you in China. Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. Thank you for joining us from all over the world. I am Yidan. I'm from the International Admissions Office. I'm the Associate Director. Today, I'd be briefly introducing our university. Here you can see Central University of Finance and Economics, or known as CUFE, or otherwise, as we call it, QFE. Okay, let's get started. Sorry, the slides are not working right now. One moment. Let's go. Let's do it this way. Okay. If you're having any trouble seeing the slides or hearing me, please raise your hand or anything so that I'll adjust accordingly. So today we'll be talking very briefly from these 4 aspects. First, an overview of the university. So there are so many universities in the world. There are so many universities in China. Why QFE? Why should I choose QFE? And again, this is Central University of Finance and Economics from Beijing. I am Yidan, Associate Director. at International Admissions Office. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so the first reason why QFI is because it's China's leading university in economics. And to talk about that, we have to talk a little bit about the university's history. When it first started, the former body of QFI consisted of 4 economics departments from Yanjing 四大名校, or known as 4 of the most prestigious universities in Beijing at that time. That was decades ago, from Peking University, from Tsinghua University, from Yanqing University, and from Fujian Catholic University, 2 of which do not exist anymore. So the economics department from these 4 universities together formed the former body of QFI, Central University of Finance and Economics. Therefore, you can see economics remains to be our strongest discipline. In 2017, in the latest round of, in the latest round of academic evaluation conducted by the Ministry of Education, QFI's applied economics was rated A+ and ranked #1, tied with 2 other universities in China. So if you would like to study majors and programs in the applied economics discipline, QFI would be a very good choice. You might wonder, what is applied economics? I would like to study economics. Is that economics? Economics is actually in another discipline, and under the discipline applied economics, we focus more on the applied aspect. For example, finance, for example, investment, for example, international business. These are all under the discipline applied economics. Applied economics is more like an umbrella term that consists of many majors and programs, and together applied economics is ranked #1 in China and rated A+. So you now get a better idea of what applied economics is. Aside from economics, after over 70 years of development, QFI now has economics, management, and law as our 3 most important disciplines, and we also have other disciplines. And for a full list of programs, you're more than welcome to visit the website displayed on the bottom left corner, or send us emails. We'll try to answer your questions to our best capabilities. We'll also answer your questions at the end of this session if you have any. So we've taken a look at QFI in China. Now let's take a look at QFI in the world. So y'all know it's China's education system. QFI is a Project 211 university, and these you're not quite familiar with, but these you will be more familiar with. As a university that focuses on finance and economics, we have many schools. For example, we have business schools, we have School of Accountancy, we have School of Insurance, and our business school is accredited by both AACSB and AMBA. And our School of Accountancy works with industry organizations in the world. And one thing worth noting is that our School of Accountancy undergraduates are eligible to apply to up to 9 courses of exemption in the test and in the examination, in the CPA examination. And then for our School of Insurance, QFI, or as our full name, Central University of Finance and Economics, our School of Insurance is the first to be internationally accredited. It is the first university in China, to be accredited by to receive Center of Actuarial Excellence by Society of Actuaries, SOA, in North America. And it's also the university in China with the most exemptions for IFOA's tests. So you can see this on IFOA's official website. If you have a Bachelor of Science, BS in Actuarial Science from QFI, you're eligible to apply for exam exemptions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7 exemptions. That is the most in mainland China. But traditionally, actually, not a lot of international students have chosen School of Insurance. Not a lot of students have studied insurance or actuarial science. Why? Because these programs are very difficult, are very challenging. However, it is very rewarding as well. So we strongly recommend you consider these programs, but it will be very hard. But again, you will gain much but you will gain what you have worked for. And a couple of other words on School of Insurance. It is China's first insurance department. It is China's first professional master's program in insurance and the first to be internationally accredited. And some other words on School of Accountancy. We have the China's first MPACC program, Master of Professional Accounting. We have China's first Master of Auditing program. All of these are the firsts in China. And of course, as a leading insurance school, the School of Insurance of QFI is the Beijing test center for these industry organizations, including IFOA, including CAS, Charter Insurance Institute, ANZIF, and of course, China's own China Association of Actuaries. Okay, aside from being China's leading university in economics, QFI, or as known as Central University of Finance and Economics, also provides you with with a strong career development and alumni network. These are 4 alums from our university. One, former vice premier, former central bank governor, former chair of China Securities Regulatory Commission. What this means, you can understand it as China's SEC. And then we also have people working in the private sector. For example, Mr. Xu is CFO for Microsoft China. So our alums are mainly working in finance and economic sector. You might wonder, I'm not a Chinese citizen. I'm not going to be vice premier or premier for that fact. I'm not going to be China's central bank governor. What am I going to do? What can I do when I graduate as an international student? There are a couple of paths for our international student. One, our bachelor's graduate, our undergraduates sometimes go on to pursue their studies. And one of our students received Fulbright scholarship to pursue her PhD studies in the United States. And then we also, number 2, have students working in Fortune 500 companies, mainly in the finance sector again, doing financial management and others, also going on to management roles. That's number 2. And then number 3, we have students working in government, for example, working in foreign embassies in China, embassies and consulates, working in Chinese embassies and consulates overseas, and working in their own country's government. And we also have students, number 3, going into finance and economic sector in terms of investment banking. We have students working in Mongolia Investment Banking Group. And we also have students in other countries working there as well. And number 4, we have students going into the news industry, media industry, covering financial, business, and economics news. We have students working in this 亚洲经济. It is a publication in Korea. And we also have students working in 人民日报, People's Daily in China. So that is another option. And most importantly, we have young entrepreneurs, international entrepreneurs who have started their own business and are doing very well now. And we also have students working in academia, in research institutes, in higher education institutions. So this is a very quick glimpse of what you can do. And of course, there are so many other things you can do when you graduate, and that is up to you to explore. What QFI does, what the university does, is to try our best to provide you with the opportunities, with the tools that you need to achieve your dreams. So that is why I'd be talking about the third reason, that our location in Beijing. As you can see, QFI has two campuses, one here in the city campus and the other here. International students mainly study here on city campus. The international students dormitory is also here on city campus. It is only 3 subway stops away from the financial district. The financial district is also known as China's Wall Street. So it is very easy for QFI students to try to get an internship there or try to find a job after you graduate. And QFI is also the closest to financial district among all university in terms of finance and economics in China. We are the closest to financial district. So if you're interested, QFI would be a very good choice. Another perks is that being in Beijing, people here speak very standard Mandarin, Chinese, 普通话, which really helps your Chinese learning. And because of the time limit, we'll go through this part very quickly. So we have multiple activities for you to showcase your own culture and to learn Chinese culture, and also to experience Winter Olympic Games sports, skiing. And at QFI, learning really extends beyond classrooms. Here you will work with the brightest students, the best and brightest students from all over China and all over the world. So here you not only study in classrooms, you will also form lifelong friendships and perhaps lifelong business partnerships at QFI. Your QFI classmates might become your business partners in the future. And another perks of being in Beijing is that you get to attend to a lot of activities. For example, this is a picture of one of our students attending Import Expo, representing his own country. Another perk of living in Beijing. You have many opportunities to do that. This is our international housing. And for programs, all of the programs open to Chinese students are open to international students as well. And I would like to focus a little bit more on the programs offered in English. Right now, the sociology bachelor's program is still accepting applications. And because of the time limit, if you would like to find out more about how to apply, you're more than welcome to visit the website or send us emails. I'll also briefly display how to apply. So among all programs, sociology is still accepting applications, bachelor's sociology bachelor's program. It has a concentration, it focuses on Chinese economy. And for scholarships, unfortunately, all scholarships are closed now. So we have full scholarships, these 2 kinds, and then partial scholarships, the other 2 kinds. But you're more than welcome to check our website and find out more about the information. So how to apply? All of our applications are conducted online. All of the review interviews are online as well due to the influence of COVID-19. So you would go to our official website and then click online application and apply there. And this is a list of required documents. Again, you can find this information on our website. And then this is a brief timeline of which only sociology bachelor's program is accepting applications in terms of programs offered in English, and for programs offered in Chinese, the financial news master's program. Financial news master's program offered in Chinese is still accepting applications. We have very limited time. Hopefully we'll be able to demonstrate a little more next time. Thank you again. Thank you very much for organizing this event. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to tell us about it. We'll try our best to answer it. And this is our information. Thank you again all. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Ethan, for sharing more about QV and also about the programs at QV. I think we still have time to probably answer 2-3 questions from the students.
Sure.
Sure. So the first, I think there are about 2-3 students asking about this and whether QV has an exchange programs with universities in other countries.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear quite clearly. Do we have what program?
Whether QV have the exchange program with universities in other countries, yeah.
Exchange programs, we do have exchange programs. In this regard, I was wondering that you're probably interested in coming to China to study. And there's a way easier than applying for the exchange program, because the exchange program really requires the 2 universities to have sort of like a contract or anything. And if your university has not signed a contract, it would not be quite possible. But there is a perhaps easier way. That is to apply for Chinese government scholarship, CSE scholarship type A, in the visiting student category. Chinese government scholarship, CSE scholarship in the visiting student category. And that way you can study not only Chinese, but also the program that you're interested in. For example, international business, for example, finance, for 1 semester or 1 year. And another way is that you can apply for the CIS, apply at the cis.chinese.cn website, cis.chinese.cn website for International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship, but that is only for students with HSK 3 or above, HSK 3 or above. So you should have some some Chinese learning prior to applying for that scholarship. So these 2 ways are easier ways to study at our university. And thank you for your interest in studying at QV. Now let's take a look at other questions. I'm not sure whether this question is directed at QV. Does English medium schools students, if it's directed at QV, we accept all standardized tests, for example, TOEFL, for example, IELTS. And if you are a student from a country whose mother language is English, you can write a statement and we'll exempt the language certificate requirement for you. And also, if you have attended your bachelor studies in English, you can provide a certificate from your university.
Yeah, and there's this question. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So can students have minor subjects that they could study parallel to their majors at QV?
Yes, they can definitely have a minor. However, not a lot of students have done that. In fact, almost none of the students have done that. None of the international students have done that because I would honestly say that the course load itself is already quite heavy. So not a lot of the students have chosen to do a minor, but it is possible. You can do that. It is an option. And you can also change your major. There's one chance of changing your major at the end of your first year or second year. Either at the first year or at the second year, you can apply to change your major. But we do advise you to consider your major, to select your major wisely at the beginning.
Okay, yeah. I think we cover everything, Ethan, for the questions.
Sure, thank you. And
yeah, thank you so much.
I'm really sorry about that.
No problem. Thank you so much for sharing a lot of information about QV.
And for more information, you can always visit our website. For financial news program, a minimum requirement is HSK 5, but for more information on our website. Sorry for the overstaying.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
And next up, we have the next university, which is Xi'an University. Sorry, it's not BLC, it's Xi'an University is coming next to share more about their programs and also admissions update for September 2021 intake. Lu Laoxue, are you ready? Yeah, we're basically waiting for Xi'an University's teacher to get ready. And in case if you are looking for applying to MBBS program, Xi'an is one of the universities joining today that is offering MBBS program, and the application period is still open for September 2021 intake. And they also have so many other programs in science and also in medicine, physics, engineering offered at Xi'an University, ranging from bachelor's, master's, and PhD program. And again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to just drop your questions on the Q&A bar. And then after that, we will help you answer the questions, and also we will cover some of the questions on the Q&A session with the university directly. So make sure you drop your questions on the Q&A bar. So yeah, Lu Laosa, if you're ready, you can just share your screen and then start your presentation. We're not yet able to hear you, but we can see your screen. Yeah, we can see your screen, Liu Laozi. So I think you can just open your PPT so you can start the presentation. Yeah. Hi, Lu Laoshi. I think we're not yet able to hear you now. Just want to make sure if everything's okay. Guys, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Yeah, so we are waiting for Liu Laoshi from Xi'an Jiaotong University to set up his audio settings and like to get his presentation ready as well. So then he can start sharing the programs at Xi'an Jiaotong University to all of you. So yeah, thank you everyone for the feedback. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me loud and clear. And again, thank you for joining the online open day. I think we're not yet able to hear Liu Laoshi, so we shall wait for a little bit more for Liu Laoshi to set it up. So then he could get his PPT ready and also get his audio ready and then to share his information about the programs at Xi'an Jiaotong University. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to just drop it on the Q&A bar. So if you drop it on the chat bar, it might not be covered. So if you want your questions answered, just please write it down on the Q&A bar. And also, if you have a specific question for specific university, for example, if you have your questions for Xi'an Jiaotong University, then please mention the university name, for example, XJTU, or you can just mention Xi'an Jiaotong University, and then you can write your questions. So we can know that your questions is directed to Xi'an Jiaotong University, and then the teacher can help to answer, and we can also cover it together during the live Q&A session.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Hey guys, and so I will start with my PPT directly because just now I want to show you our video. Apparently something wrong with the audio, and let me just give you some information of our university by PPT. Is that okay? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you and you can see the screen as well.
Okay, sure. Okay. Thank you for having me for this meeting to give me the opportunity to promote our university. And thank you guys for attending this meeting. And I'm from Xi'an Jiaotong University, and I'm Lu Qi. You can call me Mr. Lu. I'm in charge of the international admission, but mainly I'm in charge of the medicine program. That's why I'm here today to give you some information because I believe we have a lot of good universities here gathered by China admissions. They are all good universities, but we all have different expertise in the major taught. And first of all, I will give you some information of our location, which is Xi'an. Xi'an is actually a city located in the central China, like you can see from the PPT now. This is the map of China, and we are here. Xi'an actually is in the middle of this map. And this place is the hometown of our current president, Xi Jinping, and also we are the center of the Beijing time. When we see Beijing time, actually it's not from Beijing, it's from Xi'an actually. And also we are a historical city. We have 13 dynasties, especially established the capital in our old history, and also we are the starting point of the world famous Silk Road. And this is the city, the core of Silk Road. And also we were ranked the best tour destination in China before. We are number 4 in the comprehensive strength of science and education. And right now, Xi'an is a modern city. Also, you will experience different Chinese cultures, and you will like structures and also a lot of snacks in the city. And also it's China's most popular travel destinations. And you can experience the Chinese cultures as while you study in our university. These pictures were taken by our international students before. And we have abundant education resources. We have 1.3 million universities and college students and 75 universities and college in this place. And also, we have 180 key academic subjects and 7+ master and doctor programs, both located in this place. And also, I will tell you the information of our university. Our university before was established in 1896. Like you can see, we enjoyed a long history before. The name was Nanyang College in Shanghai, which later became Jiaotong University. And in 1921, 4 universities merged into one and formed this university. In 1956, Jiaotong University transferred to Xi'an. The reason the university transferred from, relocated from the eastern area to the western area, kind of the western area, is that we need a good university to lead the development of the vast the west area, because at that time we didn't have good university in the west area. That's why the government just assigned the university, moved from the eastern area to the middle area, which later the name was called as Xi'an Jiaotong University in 1959. And in 2019, and we have another campus, like you can see from the bottom, the right bottom of this PPT. Actually, we formed another campus in the more western area of this city. And now I will give you some information of our university rankings. The reason I give you this ranking is that I understood that if I choose to study abroad, I definitely gonna choose a university, and the university is recognized by that country, by the home country, and the university has a good ranking, not only in that country, but also world around, which will guarantee my graduation and my future. Like after I graduated from this university, I will find a good job, or I will proceed my master or PhD studies smoothly. The university in China, before we have 2 standard, which is called 211 project and 985 project. Maybe the name is unfamiliar to your language. I will just give you example. If the university can be listed in the single project, the university means it's a good university in China. Like our university listed both in both the projects. And later there is a C9, like 9 top Chinese universities formed an alliance, and together with the number 1 or number 2, respectively in China, which is called Tsinghua and Peking University. I believe you have heard these 2 universities. And together with these universities, top 9 universities formed the C9 Alliance. And in 2017, Chinese government has a new standard for the Chinese universities to rank the good universities to encourage the university to develop as a not only a famous university in China, but also a famous university in the world around. We call it double first. And we were in, and we are still in this list. And another standard, another figure is from QS. I believe you are familiar with this ranking. This is like from England, I think, UK, the QS ranking, we are number 303 in the world, and we are number 52 in Asia. And also, I will give you some other ranking numbers, like in 2020 academic ranking of world university, we ranked number 7 to number 13 in Chinese mainland. In 2020 CWR, we ranked number 12, and in Shanghai ranking of Chinese mainland, we are number 11, like here, 11 in the Chinese mainland. And in China, we have like around 2,900 universities in China. And these are our status, which you can see we're kind of top 10 universities in China. And this is our universities in the rankings respective. And this is our university's key disciplines ranked top in China. Like you can see, the engineering and power engineering, we ranked number 1. Electrical engineering, number 1 in China. And management science, we rank number 3. And mechanical engineering, we rank number 3. And here we have 26 schools, 20 teaching hospitals, and right now we have 4 campuses. And we have students from 140 plus countries and regions. And we have 3,000 plus international students in campus this year. And we have a cooperation with the other universities from the worldwide, like 300 plus. And we have 6,137 staffs, and among which we have around 3,000 professors and associate professors, and we have 40,000 students. And this is our universities alliance. Like there's a Silk Road Universities, which was launched by our university. On January 22nd, 2015, our university proposed and established this alliance. Until now, we have 154 universities from 38 countries joined this alliance. And we also have, this is another campus, a new formed campus, which is called Innovation Harbor, like I said before. And here goes to my main point of today's promotion, like what we offer for international students, especially for the bachelor students, because within the time limitation, I will focus my promotion into the bachelor, but we have bachelor degree courses, master and PhD. We all have these degrees. Besides that, we also have non-degree courses. If you are interested, later you can contact China Admissions for more information. And these are our 10 subjects we cover from engineering to medicine, and we have 26 schools. Okay, this is the main point of my promotion, international students bachelor degree. We offer English medium like the MBBS and dentistry. MBBS is actually the clinical medicine, and the dentistry, another terminology, we call it as the BDS, and the other we have the Chinese medium. And MBBS, we were recognized by a lot of medical councils. This, I give you the example from Thailand. Like I don't know your situation, your home country situation. Like I give you the example of the Thailand students. If students from Thailand, they want to study in China or another abroad, the universities first had to be recognized by the medical council so that they would have no problem after they graduated from the university. And some other countries, the students may have the same situation. If they want to study for medicine in China, the top thing is that to make sure the university is recognized by your country. And in 2018, our program was recognized by Thailand Medical Council. Actually, apart from Thailand, right now we are recognized by Pakistan, Bahrain, and Malaysia, and Nepal, and also like Iran. You can check the list, and also we are ranked by Iraq, like these countries. And also for this program, MBBS in China, the Ministry of Education released a list which allows 45 universities in China to teach international students for medicine in English. And we are one of the university. And also actually this program was launched by our university in 1995. Actually, we are the first university to launch this program, to have this MBBS program in China. Right now we have 45, but we are the oldest university to start this program, the MBBS, which later we were assigned by the MOE to give a draft for the management control or the teaching curriculum, which were later conducted by the whole China. This is the MBBS. And for dentistry, we were also recognized by Thailand Dental Council. We have another major is the dentistry, and this is the certificate. And this is just the example. And every year, I myself, together with my team, would go to the other countries to give the promotion. But like since the COVID-19, we couldn't go abroad until now. It's the second year. So we choose this way to give the promotion. And also we give some interview, like actually, if you apply for MBBS and dentistry, we will have an interview to test your academic background. And the other programs, like what you can see right now, the Chinese language and international economics and trade, big data management and application, mechanical engineering. These 4 majors are also for bachelor majors, but they are taught in Chinese language. Like I said, today, I mainly promote our English program, which is medicine and dentistry. And the last part, I will give you some like information of our international education. Like these are some scholarships, but actually for the scholarship, like you see from the PPT, we have the Chinese government scholarship and provincial government scholarship and university scholarship. There's three different type of scholarship. But for medicine or dentistry, we do not cover scholarship in the beginning, which means if you apply for this program,
Hi, Liu Laoshi. I think the connection is a bit distorted. It's a bit lost. Because I wasn't able to hear you a while ago. Yeah, I think we are waiting for Liu Laoshi to fix the connection issue. And yeah, while waiting for Liu Laoshi at Xi'an University to fix the connection or internet issue, again, if you have any questions, feel free to just write it on the Q&A bar, and then we will help to answer, and also the university will help to cover some of your questions as well. And then next, after Xi'an we still have 2 more universities, BLCU and also UIBE coming up. So please stay tuned until Xi'an University finish the presentation, and then next it will be followed by BLCU and also University of International Business and Economics. And then, yes, perhaps while waiting, there are some questions here that we can answer together for you so that we can use the time to answer some of the questions while waiting for Xi'an University's teacher to fix his internet connection and then be able to back with us again. So wait, let me check the questions. Okay, so the first one is basically about the border. So when will the admitted international students be allowed to go to China? So, well, for now, the border is still closed for international students, so you're not yet able to travel to China. And then if you're accepted, the universities are not yet able to issue your visa application as well. And then it's gonna be postponed basically until Chinese government opens the border for international students, and we shall wait for more updates from the government, for the official update from the government about the border reopening. And once it's reopened, for sure China admissions and the universities will be the first ones to share this good news to everyone. And then the classes will then be able to be conducted on campus in China. But otherwise, it's gonna be conducted online first until the border is back open. And maybe one more questions while we are waiting for Xi'an University's teacher to reconnect. Otherwise, we can move to the next presenter from BLCU and then reconnect with Xi'an University later after BLCU and UIBE is done. Because I'm pretty sure that all of you would want to hear more from Xi'an University. And yeah, let me check the next question. Maybe we can cover one more question. Otherwise, we can just go to the next presenter from BLCU. And then after BLCU and UIBE, then we can go back to hear the presentation from Xi'an University. So next, like one more questions, and then I'll invite BLCU to join. The next question would be about the English certificate requirement. So again, guys, if you're applying for, sorry, if it's for the Chinese top program, do I still need TOEFL or HSK? So if you're applying for the Chinese top program, then you will need to provide HSK certificate. But if you're applying for English top program, then you will need to submit TOEFL or IELTS, and HSK is not necessary. All right, then I think it's time for us to invite BLCU teacher Angela Chen, to join us to share more about the about the online Chinese language program offered by BLCU. And after that, we have UIBE. And then if the teacher at Xi'an University can reconnect, then we can continue with Xi'an Jiaoteng Universities at the end after UIP.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Angela, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. One moment. So good afternoon, guys. This is Angela from BLCU, Beijing Language and Culture University. So it's afternoon time here in Beijing. I don't know what's the time now in your place. And thank you for coming. And thanks for China Admission, Nadia, for holding this event. I'm already sharing my screen here. Can you see it? So we are from the BLCU Online Education College. So we're going to introduce our online programs. So here from my slices, there is a QR code that is for my Wechat. So if you have Wechat, you can scan this QR code and add my Wechat if you have further questions for our online programs. Then we will start. So at the very beginning, I would like to introduce a little bit about our university. I guess a lot of you already heard our university. So Beijing Language and Culture University is a university that is known as the mini United Nations. So it is the only university of its kind in China that specialized in offering Chinese language and culture courses to foreign students. In the area of teaching Chinese as a foreign language and the promotion of Chinese culture, BLCU has the longest history, the largest size, the most well-qualified academic faculties. Since its founding, our university has trained more than 200,000 foreign students from 183 countries and regions. And then about us, we are from the Online Education College of the university. We are devoted to providing distant education programs for Chinese learners and the learners of other languages. So there are two parts of our college. One part is about the Chinese student, and we are from the Department of Teaching the Chinese language and also Chinese culture and Chinese language training programs. So yeah, this is the basic information from our college. And also for our learning mode. So we are from the online education college. So all of our courses are online right now. So no matter there's the pandemic or not, we all doing the online courses. So basically there are three types of learning mode online. One is like self-paced individual learning by like some courseware or videos online. And the other way is the online lab sessions, like what we are doing right now, or in small groups. So those are the two main types online, do online learning. Also, we have a blended mode of online learning. So blending with self-paced courseware learning and also online lab sessions together. Okay, so then next, I would like to introduce a little bit of our programs. So basically, we have three types of online programs. One is about Chinese learning. So the other one is about Chinese culture. And also we have international Chinese teacher training programs. So three parts. So at first, I will introduce the Chinese learning programs. And again, if you have any questions, you can like type your question from the Q&A part. I will try answer you later. Yeah, and first I would like to introduce our general Chinese group class. So it's a 12 weeks long program for you to learn Chinese generally. It's like online live classes. It's a 12 weeks long program. The tuition fee is here 1,350 RMB per level. One level is 12 weeks. So that is designed for speakers from zero beginning to HSK 5 levels. And the course will include one live class per week. And every week, the teacher will give you learning material, and you need to prepare it before class. And you take the lab lesson weekly, and also you need to finish some homework. Also, we will set up a WeChat group for the teachers and the students in that group. So if you have any other questions after class, you can let the teacher know, and the teacher will try to help you. And if you finish the 12 weeks long program and also pass the test at the end of the program, you can apply for a certificate from our school to prove what course you've taken. And here I am trying to show you some videos about the online group class. Let me try if you can see it. So those are the videos about how we do the classes. Yes, so this is the general group class for learning Chinese. Those are the 10 levels that we have from beginners to HSK 5. Okay, so if you want to learn Chinese more for a special purpose, or you have a special goal for learning Chinese, we also have personalized one-on-one Chinese classes, so which can customized for your learning goal. So the classes are here. We have different packages from 30 classes to 150 classes. And it's designed for like all Chinese learners of all levels. And if you purchase more than 60 classes at one time, you can get some discounts. So the price is listed here. And also we have business Chinese program. That is also a 12 weeks long program. It has two types. One is like online flipped classroom mode, which is combine online video learning, self-studying, and online live classes together. So it's also a 12 weeks long program. So every week you will have some videos to learn online, and then you do some assignment, and you will take a weekly lesson to practice your Chinese with other students and also with the teacher. Also, the teacher will explain some like new words and things about the learning material of this week. And also, you will have a weekly small quiz. So that is for 12 weeks. So if you finish this course for one level, 12 weeks long program, you will also able to apply for a certificate from BLCU. So the tuition fee for this, so one level of business Chinese course will cost 1,800 RMB. Also, for this course, we'll have an auto version, which is only self-paced learning. So you watch the videos online and do the homework and weekly test. So the teacher may give you some instructions by like email or text messages, but you won't take the live classes. So that is much cheaper. So for the auto version of the business Chinese program, it will cost 800 RMB per level, 12 weeks learning. And here goes video for the business Chinese courses. You can take a look. So those are the online videos. Yep. So this is the online business Chinese program. And also we have a new program from this summer. We got children and youth Chinese, which is designed for students that is younger than 18 years old. So there are two types of Chinese courses for children and youth. So one is the Chinese language course. That is designed for non-native Chinese speakers, which is younger than 18. So those are the levels we have. Yep. Also, we have the other Chinese course for children and youth Chinese. That is for international Chinese students. So who their parents may come in from China. They may have some background about speaking Chinese. So well-based Chinese learners, which is younger than 18. So this course will aim more about developing the basic Chinese abilities, like Chinese characters and fun way of learning Chinese and also Chinese culture. So here goes some pictures about the coursewares. And here goes the price for the children and youth Chinese. So we have one-on-one class. Those are the price. Basically, it's about 200 RMB per class hour. And if you have small groups, the price will be cheaper. Okay. Also, we have a video for that. You can take a look. Okay, then that's all for all of the Chinese programs. So the next part we have a Chinese culture course. It's contemporary China and Chinese culture course. This course is designed for people who are interested in China and Chinese culture. And this course is all taught in English, so you don't need to have any like Chinese language abilities. You can also learn the language, the culture from this course. So this is an online video course. So you need to learn by yourself and do the practice from the website. And also there are some text from the website, so you can learn it by yourself. So here goes the topics you will learn from this program. So you have 3 units, and each unit will have 5 different lessons. You can purchase the whole Contemporary China and Chinese Culture course. And if you are just interested in one unit of this course, you can just enroll for one unit of this course. But if you want to get a certificate for this course, you have to finish all of the 3 units. So here goes another video for this course. You can take a look. Okay, so this is the Chinese culture course. Sorry. Then next, we also have international Chinese language teacher training program. So this program is for students that are planning to do a Chinese teacher in the future. So this course is all taught in Chinese. So it requires students have at least HSK5 to understand all of the courses. So it is all online learning and with course videos, online discussions, and practice and assignments online. So we have, wait a moment. We have 10 different courses, which we separate to 2 packages. So package A is about a language itself, and package B is about teaching skills. So you can choose to take package A or package B in order to your need. So we will suggest if you graduate from a major of Chinese language, then you can just apply for the package B. And if you never learn any knowledge about the language itself, then we will suggest you to start from package A. So those are the 10 courses. We will start 2 courses, one from A, one from B, each month. So one of the course will take 1 month to finish it. Then you can join anytime, all year long. And here goes the price. The price for one course is 1,680 RMB. So for one package, the price is 8,400 RMB. And right now, we are having a summer sale for this international Chinese language teacher training program. So if you enroll before July the 30th, you may got tuition fee up to 3,360 off. If you purchase one package, you may get this price off. And if you purchase two packages altogether, you can get 6,720 RMB off for the price. Here we also have a small video about this program. You can take a look. All of the teachers or professors of this course is very famous in teaching Chinese as a foreign language and in our university. Okay. Then next, for all of the previous courses, no matter that is Chinese language, Chinese culture, or Chinese teacher training program, if you graduate from the course, you can get a certificate from our school. And this is an example of our certificate. So here goes some students' feedback for the courses. Then here goes my email and my WeChat ID. And also we have, this is our website. We have a Facebook page and Instagram. If you're interested, you can follow us. I will share some Chinese learning tips on our Facebook page every week. Okay, so then that's all for my introduction. If you have any questions, please ask in the Q&A part.
Thanks, Angela. I think we have about 1 minute to answer maybe just one question. So,
okay.
Does BLCU also offers online classes for HSK level 6?
Yes, for HSK level 6, right now we don't have a group class, but you can apply for one-on-one class for HSK 6 courses.
All right. Yeah, maybe one final question. Is there any diploma degree for Chinese language program? Or maybe I think it's, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So right now, we only offer online Chinese language, Chinese teacher, and Chinese culture training courses online. If you want to get a degree, you have to like come to the campus to learn.
Yeah, but at the end of the online course, students will get the certificate from BLCU as a proof that they are attending the, these online courses with BLCU.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, I think those are the questions from students for BLCU.
Right.
And if you have any other questions, you can ask John Admissions, or you can also contact Angela for more questions and for more information about the BLCU Online Chinese Program. Thanks, Angela, for sharing about BLCU Online Chinese Program.
Thanks, Nadia. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you. So next one, we have UIBE, University of International Business and Economics, Qingdao campus. So they have both campuses in Beijing and Qingdao, but they will share more about the programs offered at their Qingdao campus.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes, can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Nadia, for the introduction. And my name is Kai, and I'm from the University of International Business and Economics of Qingdao campus. Today, I would like to talk about UIBE in general and Qingdao campus, and also the degrees or non-degree programs we're going to offer in both campuses. So a little bit introduction about UIBE. And we are one of the first universities established in so-called New China after 1949. We established in 1951, and we offer a large number of high-quality bachelor, masters, and PhD in both Chinese and English for international students. And we are medium large university size with 13,000 students and 3,000 international students. And if you care about the business school ranking, we are one of the few actually universities in China are so-called Triple Crown accredited. So if you care about the business school ranking, you know, this is pretty much as good you can get for a business school perspective. Also, we have MBAs as well. I think I hear somebody ask about MBA programs in the chat. So if you want to hear about MBAs, you can please reach out to me later. So I'm going to first talk about our International Pathway Program, which is a program offered in Qingdao campus. So why you want to do the Pathway Program? So this is basically 1 or 2 semester public study to help international students to gain solid foundation or academic trainings later on. And and also one thing special about our Pathway Program is that you can also have option to study some first-year bachelor courses when you're in Qingdao studying, and it can be taught in English and Chinese. And we also help we also help our students to find accommodations and you know, all the landing services. And also we're going to help you to advise you regarding all the scholarship options before you enter the program. So basically the structure is, you know, for 1 or 2 semester, we're going to train your comprehensive language and also academic language skills. It depends on which language pathway you're going to take, as well as, you know, basic business principles and also mathematics. And you can also see here, there are lists of credit classes you can take. Also depends on subject of the availability, also admission criteria as well, if you so choose. And also the admission, basically, if you haven't really reached the language proficiency that required to go to the study in China to bachelor degree, you can consider the Pathway Program. And also, one of the reasons that you want to study Pathway Program is that, you know, even if you want to study English program, that China, if you don't know the basic Chinese language, you know, it might be kind of tough to live here, to be honest. And it is good to set up very good foundation for the life in China. And also some students miss the scholarship application period for the year. You know, it's also very good for the one who can just land in China first, get some credits or get some language skill up to date, and, you know, prepare for the scholarship. We'll help you with that. And also, you know, get to know the environment and to prepare for your degree later on. For that, we are a bit more flexible with the intake. So we can also take you about 2 months of each intake time, which is April and September. So that gives you much more flexibility before you get to the bachelor degree. About the campus, it's very new. It's finished in 2016, located in Qingdao, and which is a home to 7 million inhabitants, which is a medium-sized city in China. And it's quite chill. It doesn't really have the hustle, the bustle of Beijing and Shanghai. And the weather is mild, but still with the 4 seasons. And it's generally very chill and relaxed place to live. And the highlights about the life in Qingdao. One thing I would say is quite interesting, especially also very unique in China. It was German occupied before the First World War, and there were lots of legacy German architectures, and it is very beautiful. Weather is very nice, and plenty of activities for students to do if you choose here to live for 1 or 2 semesters. And there are lots of natures. We're surrounded by beaches, and there's also the famous Taoism mountain called Laoshan, which you can go excursion during the day. easy to get around, and it's also proximity to Beijing, Shanghai, and also Korea, Japan, if you want to feel like do some short trips during a study. And if you choose to stay in China afterwards, there are even several prestigious universities, including UIB as well. So there are many things you can choose. A bit more photos can show you Qingdao. You can see some of the life you might expect in Qingdao. So you have a mix of a big city life, lots of cultural activities going on. You have nature, you have parks, you have interesting German old town. You know, is even if you're not actually studying in Qingdao, but when you study in China, it's really well recommended for a visit. And now I'll talk about the UIB as a journal. So first I move on to our faculties and schools. So we have English, information, international relations, business school, law, finance, foreign languages, literature, management, insurance, and international trade and statistics. I mean, for the namesake of UIB, our obviously the highlight degrees are international business, marketing, finance, and management. So if you're interested in, you know, doing international trade, management, MBAs in the future, this is really not the bad place to come. And also we talk about our exchange, our partner universities. As you can see, we have a lot of very high quality exchange or visiting partnership. And so in Europe, we have Sorbonne, Edinburgh, Copenhagen Business School. So obviously all very business focused. And we have even Harvard, Pennsylvania. This is a visitation agreement. Unfortunately, had to pay for the degree, the tuition cost differences, but you can stay there after 1 year if your dream is getting to Harvard. This is kind of like your loophole, if you will. And also our scholarships and tuitions. So the general bachelor degree for Chinese Tao is about 25,000 RMB per year, and a master is about 30,000 per year. And also UIB is also one of the 10 universities can actually offer you qualified students scholarship for their language training. So for pathway program, there are also chance for scholarship as well. And if some students want to do the English bachelor degree and you have A level, so there are lots of discounts for students with high level A level of Cambridge test. So apparently, if you achieve AAA with the Cambridge A level test, you have automatic 50% discount if you do study bachelor in English. So regarding to admission to the degree program, so if you don't need to study pathway, this is a language admission criteria. So basically, once you graduate high school and you achieve the IELTS or the language proficiency level, then you can apply. So right now we just missed the September intake, but for next year, the intake gonna start from October. So please keep me posted. I'll ask questions later. So how to apply? And basically you need it's very similar to what the university has mentioned before. So I don't want to get too much detail in this. I would say very, very similar. So please ask me for every single, whatever question you might have. Yeah, so for our Qingdao campus, so please email us at overseas_qd@uib.edu.cn. And for general inquiries about our international degrees and or scholarships and specialized programs, MBAs, please visit our Institute of Internationalization, which is located in Beijing. Okay, this is all I have to say for Qingdao campus. So it's a bit short in time, but hopefully I get everything covered. If I happen to miss something, please email us as you wish or contact China Missions. And they will refer all the questions to me later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kai, for presenting about UIBE Qingdao campus. So this is a newly established campus for UIBE in Qingdao. I myself attended UIBE in Beijing. So yeah, it's been such a great experience studying with UIBE for sure in terms of many things, including the education quality and everything. And yes, we have some questions from students about applications to UIBE that we can cover a little bit for now. The first question is about whether students can get to do internship and like from which year they can apply for internship if it's possible.
Yeah, this will be in Beijing campus, basically. We are working with quite a few of the big establishments in Beijing. So as far as I know, we have agreement with the Xiaomi, we have Siemens and Bosch, if I remember correctly. Sorry, this is not my specialty, but I will answer as much as I can. Or otherwise, please forward the question to my email. I'll get more precise answer later on. So in Beijing, we have Huawei, Xiaomi, we have formal agreement with. In Qingdao, we have the big Qingdao Brewery, and obviously, and we also have quite a few logistic companies. And there are also lots of German companies in Qingdao. And we will give you lots of help regarding to anything to do with career services later on.
Yes. Okay, so another question is about the documents. So I've not received the result for my A-level. So what are the ways we could apply for bachelor's and business program?
So without A-level, then if you're from an English education background or your mother tongue English, then you don't need a language test anymore. So basically, we need to, depends on which country you're from. If your high school graduate certificate is enough for Chinese university admission, then it's standardized procedure. So without A-level, then you just go to standard procedure with a high school certificate and also a language test if you need one. A-level is about getting like a discount for all scholarship for the tuition, but there are also like standard Chinese government or Beijing or city level government scholarship available.
Okay, cool. Yeah, in case some of the students miss of the list of programs offered by UIBE in Qingdao campus, if you could reshare that information to all of them, I think that would be better so they know what are the programs offered by UIBE.
Yeah, exactly. I think after the webinar, all the students will get the copy of the slide and all the information there, for your bedtime reading if you want.
Sure. Yeah, and another question still about the programs, whether there will be a March intake offered for degree programs as well, or is it only in September intake?
For English degree, yes. So English degree, UIB is very similar to the one in the States. So if you want to do the study English, there are 2 intakes per year. So one in April, actually one in March, one in September. And also for the foundation program, there are also 2 intakes per year. The Chinese program, only 1 intake per year.
So everything is pretty much in September.
Yeah,
but they can have an option to also study not only degree programs, but also non-degree Chinese language program at UIBE Qingdao campus. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So someone asked about deadline. So for the English degree deadline for this year has passed, but for the foundation program, it's 2 months before the intake, which in this case in July. And you have time to apply for next year's intake for both Chinese and English degree programs.
And maybe one final question. I think this is something interesting because I graduated from UIBE in Beijing campus. So what's actually going to be the advantages or like what's the differences studying in Beijing campus or Qingdao campus, and maybe whether or not there will be such opportunity in the future of like, let's say to study in Beijing campus and then transfer to Qingdao campus?
Yeah, of course. I mean, actually most of the degrees are actually still in Beijing. Qingdao, we mostly right now only offer the international pathway program and also some bachelor degree programs. But most likely you will finish degree in Beijing in the end. So it's just a good chance for students to get exposure to both cities. And yeah, the main campus is still in Beijing. And yeah, there's one of the few universities in China, I think you can actually, you know, give you an opportunity to go to both places and to see both cities. And then, yeah, degree issue always going to be Beijing in the end.
Yeah, so it's possible to move around from Beijing to Qingdao campus or from Qingdao campus to Beijing. Yeah, I think that's going to be a fantastic opportunities to be able to live in two different cities while studying in China as well.
Yeah. The campus is very new, so the things are evolving pretty quickly. So in the future, we might be able to get more degrees options for students. But for now, you know, the Beijing campus is the main academic campus right now.
Okay. I think
and also,
everyone. Sorry.
Sorry. I see somebody asked about somebody who's 17 and need guardianship. That I need to check. But yeah, feel free to send email to us.
Yeah, and maybe one more question, and this is quite interesting. Does universities accept on priority basis to those who are graduated from China?
If you're referring to scholarship, I think if you do have Chinese previous studies and your Chinese level very good, obviously you're going to increase your possibility of accepting scholarship much higher. But no, like once you meet the minimum requirement, then I think right now there's not too much of intake restriction right now. So for anybody who wants to get in, you know, because of the pandemic, I think most universities in the world have the same problem of, you know, craving for international students. So like, as long as you're meeting the standards, I don't see the problem of getting admission. I think for priority, I think will help you a lot with scholarships.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One last final question. This is the final question for UIBE, guys. So minor subjects for bachelors at UIBE, I think it's referring to like whether the students can study minor while studying the big majors. Yeah.
There are also minor or dual degrees in UIBE available. As long as you achieve the required credits. It's also pretty tough, I must say, but yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks Kai for sharing everything we need to know about UIBE new campus in Qingdao. It's definitely an exciting opportunity to be able to not only study in Beijing at UIBE main campus, but also to study at UIBE Qingdao campus, and students have more opportunities to also explore Qingdao as well.
Thank you very much, Nadia, for the introduction.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yeah, so that's the end of the students' presentation for the university presentation, I mean, for today. And then next up, it's basically China Admissions will share to you more about how to apply to Chinese universities, and also some updates that you can get for future events, or also some future videos, or like some cool, interesting content you can see on China Admissions platform. And yes, if you want to apply, you can also use our platform, China Admissions, to start your online application. And then basically after that, it's gonna be very, very simple. You just need to search for the programs that you want to apply for example, Bachelor's in Business Administration at UIBE, or maybe MBBS at Xi'an Jiaotong University, or you can also even apply to online Chinese program like the online Chinese courses at BLCU, or like other programs at Wuhan University of Technology, at ZUST, or like any other universities that are available on China Admissions. And then after that, why exactly you have to use China Admissions? So the first one is because our platform is free of charge. So we don't charge any service fee to help you apply, and it's 100% free because we are funded by the universities because we have cooperation with them. So you only need to pay the application fee as required by the universities. And the second reason is because our platform is basically one platform for all. It means you can search and apply to multiple universities in just one platform, in just one click on China Admissions website. So no need to go to multiple different websites. You can do everything all at once, very simple at China Admissions. And then the last but not least is because our team is very responsive and you can reach us anytime on email, WhatsApp, or you can also schedule a call with us. And then for the application process, I know the universities have basically explained about this, but yeah, in case you join it quite late, so I can give you some brief overview about the application process to apply to Chinese universities. So the first one is going to be to choose the program that you want to apply for, obviously. And then after that, you can apply online, start your online application on China Admissions platform. And then you can complete the online application. It's fairly simple, just need to fill in the online application form and then upload the required documents. There will be a list of documents you need to upload as well. And the last step would be to pay the application fee as required by the university. And after that, you can submit your application on our platform, China Admissions. And then to apply, you can go to this link over here. It's apply.china-admissions.com/search. And again, our basic service is free for self-financed students because we are funded by the universities. So you only need to pay the application fee. And this is basically the look of our platform. And you can simply search the program you want to apply for example, MBBS or any other programs. And then after that, you can just start your online application right away. So, for example, you are writing business program and then you choose the program you want to apply for. And then after that, you can simply start your online application by creating an account. Or if you already have an account, you can simply log into your online application. And then after that, it's basically very simple, very, very straightforward as well. You just need to fill in your application form, like your contact information, about yourself, education background, work experience if you have. And then after that, the last two steps would be to upload your documents. And there will be a list of documents you need to upload. And this is very important because all these documents are required for your application. So if you miss one of the documents, then it might not result very good in your application as well. So make sure to submit your documents on time before the deadlines because universities don't accept late application. And then the last step would be to pay for the application fee. So in this case, the university application fee is quite various. It ranges from like $80 to like $150 each in general. But there are also universities which doesn't charge application fee. But majority of them do charge the application fee, and that's roughly $80 to like $150, which you can pay through multiple payment methods, for example, credit card, debit card, WeChat Pay, PayPal, bank transfer, or you can also use Western Union as well. So yeah, and after your application has been submitted to China Admissions, well, China Admissions team will basically double check everything again, make sure everything is completed and all right. And then we will then submit your application to the university, and universities will then review your applications. They will then check your applications, documents, and everything. And usually the next step would be an online interview. So only the selected candidates will be then invited for an online interview by the university. And after the online interview, then the university will publish the admissions result, whether you are accepted or not. So if you're accepted, usually university will send you a pre-admissions letter. And then it also mentioned that you have to pay the deposit fee to the university to secure your seat there. And then on the normal timeline, university will then send a visa form and admissions notice so you can apply for the student visa at the Chinese embassy and then fly to China. However, right now, due to the current COVID-19 pandemic that hits all of the nations everywhere, then Chinese government has decided to shut down its border for international students since 2020. And therefore, international students are not yet able to come to China, and universities are not yet able to issue new student visas as well for international students. And this is temporarily frozen until we heard further official notice from the Chinese government, especially regarding when will the border be open. So with the current policy going on, the border is still closed. Then it's likely that the September 2021 semester is going to be delivered online. And this online classes will basically continue until the border is open again for international students. And we shall wait for the official news, the official update from the Chinese government about the border reopening for international students. And right now, it's basically still closed for international students. And yet, for more updates about the future online events that we will have, for the future online events that we will have with China Admissions, like there are some online classes as well with Shanghai Chiaotong Global EBA programs, or some online events for jobs or like for opportunities in China for international talents. You can find it all on our blog, on our website, China Admissions. That's basically the link to the website, chinaadmissions.com/online programs classes, where you can stay updated with all the recent and also the upcoming events that we will have online for all of you. And then other than that, you can also check our blog to get more information about the recent updates in China, or like the recent updates about universities. For example, you can check the recent updates about COVID-19 in China, or you can also check the top 10 most beautiful universities in China, or maybe you can check others about the acceptance rate for Chinese universities, and also other articles about universities, about the programs, and about application guides and everything you need to know for application to the Chinese universities, and all the other important informations related to the programs or to Chinese universities here in China. And yeah, other than that, we also do have a YouTube channel. It's called China Admissions. You can just you can just search it on YouTube, China Admissions, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more updates about China, about applications, about all the cool online programs as well, about Chinese food, about travel updates, like pretty much about many things. You can get it. You can get all the updates on our YouTube channel, China Admissions, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so you can get the updates, or like you can get to see the new videos as soon as possible, as soon as it's posted on China Admissions. And basically, those are all. Thank you guys for all your support in attending this online open day. And this might be the final online open day for the September 2021 intake, especially because the application deadline is coming up soon. Most of the universities' application deadline would be in a week and like around 8 days left. So most of them will ending in June 30th, which is in just 1 week from now. So if you want to apply to Chinese universities to join the program in September 2021, then please start your online application right away. Don't waste any more time, because you only have roughly 1 week to finish everything, all the online applications document, and also the application fee payment, and then we can submit your application to the universities. And yes, if you need any other support, or if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us by email. You can email us at apply@chinaadmissions.com, or you can also email us to schedule a call with one of our student counselor as well, to help and guide you with the applications to Chinese universities. And last but not least, I'm pretty sure all of you have the social medias nowadays, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or WeChat if you're in China. Then please also do subscribe to our, or like follow our social media accounts as well. It's available on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and also YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you use WeChat, then make sure to also follow our WeChat official account to get more updates about Chinese universities, and also about the programs and our future online events as well. And after, I think one more thing to note here, for the degree programs like bachelor's, master's, and PhD in China, it is mostly only offered in September intake. So it's either this September, or if you miss the September intake deadlines, then the next available intake would be in September 2022. So make sure that if you really want to start studying as soon as possible, then don't waste time. Just apply for the upcoming intake and then finish your application as soon as possible. There is also the March intake, March 2022 intake. But for March intake, it is mostly only for non-degree Chinese language programs. So it's not for degree programs like bachelor's, master, PhD. So again, don't waste your time. I hope all the information we shared and the university shared during this online open day is really helpful for all of you for your preparation to your online application so you can have a successful and smooth application process. And if you need further help later, you can feel free to contact us on email, or you can also follow our social media accounts as well. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for joining this online open day. We really hope that this information is helpful for everybody here. And yeah, have a nice day ahead and stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Bye.